In today's investigation, we are deconstructing the liquid health trap found in every UK supermarket aisle. We've been told for decades that fruit juice is a shortcut to your 5 a day, but in 2026, the industrial reality is far more bitter. From zombie juices that have been chemically stripped and stored in vats for over a year to the hidden endocrine disruptors found in children's cartons, the modern juice industry is a masterclass in marketing over metabolism. We aren't just looking at the sugar content, we are exposing the industrial processing that turns vibrant fruit into a toxic, bioavailable sugar bomb. It is vital that you watch this entire report from start to finish. If you skip even one segment, you might miss the specific chemical markers that distinguish a health drink from a metabolic poison. Many viewers make the mistake of assuming all organic or natural labels are created equal. But as we are about to see, the processing method is often more dangerous than the ingredients themselves. Later in the video, we will explain the sugar cascade, a physiological reaction that happens in your liver within 60 seconds of drinking these specific brands. And we will reveal the only 2 brands in the UK that are actually safe to put in your body. Let us expose the truth behind the squeeze. Starting at number 6, Tropicana. As the undisputed giant of the UK market, Tropicana's Never From Concentrate label is designed to build immediate trust. But here is the industrial secret they don't want you to know. Not from concentrate does not mean fresh. To maintain global supply, the juice is placed in massive aseptic storage tanks where the oxygen is removed. This process, known as deaeration, prevents the juice from spoiling for up to a year, but it also removes every trace of natural flavor and aroma. When it's finally time to bottle, the company adds flavor packs created by fragrance houses, the same companies that design high-end perfumes to simulate the taste of a fresh orange. When you drink Tropicana, you aren't consuming a natural product. You're drinking a deoxygenated liquid that has been chemically re-engineered to mimic a fruit it hasn't seen in months. This industrial aging process also degrades the natural enzymes that help your body process fructose, leaving you with a product that is biologically hollow. At number 5, Innocent Drinks. Once the darling of the ethical health movement, Innocent is now owned by the Coca-Cola Company, and the industrial shift is undeniable. While they claim to use 100% fruit, their smoothies and juices are aggressively pasteurized at high temperatures to ensure a long, profitable retail life. This flash heating kills the delicate, heat-sensitive antioxidants like vitamin C and folate that make fruit beneficial in the first place. But the real issue is the lack of structural integrity. In a whole piece of fruit, the sugar is bound to fiber, which slows down absorption. In an Innocent smoothie, that fiber has been pulverized and heated until it no longer acts as a metabolic buffer. This hits your liver with the same velocity as a fizzy drink, triggering a massive insulin spike. You are consuming a health product that is effectively a biological stressor, disguised by quirky fonts and playful disarming marketing. At number 4, Capri Sun. This is the ultimate symbol of the childhood lunchbox trap. While they have made headlines for reducing added sugars, the real danger lies in the high-tech, multi-layered pouch. These iconic pouches are made of a laminate of plastic and aluminum that is highly susceptible to chemical migration. When these pouches sit in a warm delivery van or a school backpack, the high acidity of the juice, often enhanced with citric acid, can accelerate the leaching of pH phthalates and other plasticizers into the liquid. Phthalates are known endocrine disruptors that can interfere with the delicate hormonal development of growing children. Furthermore, the juice content in these pouches is often as low as 10%, with the rest being water and natural flavorings that are anything but natural. This is particularly concerning because the liquid is often consumed through a plastic straw, which adds another layer of polymer exposure. When you look at the molecular level, these drinks are less about hydration and more about the industrial delivery of synthetic flavorings and microplastics. You think you're giving your child a convenient fruit snack, but the industrial delivery system may be delivering a dose of synthetic chemicals along with it. At number 3, Ocean Spray. Marketed almost as a medicinal product for urinary health, the reality of their cranberry juice cocktail is a chemical masquerade. Because cranberries are naturally too tart to drink, these bottles are often loaded with glucose-fructose syrup, a highly processed industrial sweetener that the body processes very differently than fruit sugar. Glucose-fructose syrup bypasses the normal fullness signals in the brain and goes straight to the liver, where it is converted directly into fat. This process, known as de novo lipogenesis, is a leading cause of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease in the UK. Beyond the sugar, we have to look at the vitamin C claims. Most mass-market cranberry juices are fortified with synthetic ascorbic acid. This lab-created version lacks the cofactors and bioflavonoids found in real fruit, meaning your body often flushes it out before it can be utilized. You are paying a premium for the reputation of a superfood while consuming a bottle of high-speed industrial sugar that stresses your metabolic organs. At number 2, Capella. Famous for its farm-pressed English apple heritage, Capella is now a cog in the PepsiCo empire. The primary issue here is the free sugar deception. When you press an apple and remove the skin and pulp to create a clear juice, you are left with a liquid that is almost entirely free sugar. In 2026, UK health researchers have highlighted that drinking a single glass of high-clarity apple juice can contain more free sugar than a bowl of frosted cereal. Without the pectin and fiber found in the whole fruit, this liquid triggers what we call the sugar cascade. Within 60 seconds, your pancreas is forced to dump massive amounts of insulin into your bloodstream to prevent your blood sugar from reaching toxic levels. This constant cycle of spiking and crashing promotes systemic inflammation and long-term fat storage. When juice is processed at this industrial scale, the naturally occurring phytonutrients are often filtered out to ensure the liquid looks gold and clear on the shelf. You are buying into a rustic, countryside image while fueling a modern metabolic crisis that your body was never designed to handle. Taking the #1 spot for the absolute worst, Naked Juice. Owned by the same corporate machinery as Tropicana, Naked is the king of the green machine illusion. While the label lists a dizzying array of superfoods like spirulina, wheatgrass, and ginger, the primary ingredient is almost always cheap, high-sugar apple and pear juice from concentrate. One single bottle can contain up to 50 grams of sugar, the equivalent of 12 teaspoons. This is a liver bomb, sold under a health halo. The processing required to keep these green ingredients shelf-stable means the delicate chlorophyll and live enzymes are long gone by the time you unscrew the cap. Furthermore, the high concentration of vitamins in these juices is often fortified with synthetic, lab-grown vitamins, because the natural ones were destroyed during pasteurization. The result is a thick, sludge-like consistency that feels healthy but is actually an inflammatory load on your digestive tract. It is the ultimate example of the processed health lie: high-priced, high-sugar, and biologically vacant. If you want to experience the true benefits of fruit without the industrial fallout, you must look for raw and cold-pressed liquids that respect the fruit's biology. To be truly safe, a juice must never be heated and must be consumed as close to the pressing date as possible. This ensures that the enzymes remain live, allowing your body to recognize the liquid as food rather than a toxin. Our investigation found only 2 brands in the UK that meet this standard. First is B.Fresh. Based on a family farm in Shropshire, they use high-pressure processing instead of heat pasteurization. This means the juice is subjected to extreme pressure, equivalent to the depth of the ocean, to neutralize bacteria while keeping the delicate enzymes and nutrients completely intact. Their green juices are actually low sugar, focusing on leafy vegetables like kale and spinach rather than cheap fruit fillers. Because they grow the vegetables themselves, they maintain control over the entire supply chain. It is a living liquid that supports your gut microbiome and provides real, cellular hydration without the insulin spike. Finally, the gold standard, PIP Organic. This is a family-run operation that refuses to play the corporate industrial game. They use 100% organic fruit, which is essential because grapes, apples, and oranges are consistently on the dirty dozen list for high pesticide residue. By using organic fruit, they ensure zero glyphosate or synthetic chemical contamination. They do not use concentrates, they do not add flavor packs, and they prioritize sustainable single-source fruit. They also lead the way in sustainable packaging, using materials that reduce the risk of chemical leaching. It is the closest you can get to squeezing the fruit in your own kitchen, without the industrial shortcuts that are destroying our national health. The choice is yours. Stop drinking zombie juice from aseptic tanks and start demanding raw, organic, and cold-pressed purity. Your metabolic health depends on the quality of your fuel.